Hello, beautiful viewers, domiciled throughout the cosmos. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting cat-fitting stellar video is about to be brought to fruition. What will I be unboxing? What will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the packaging. What tangible items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry. Bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box. I'm going to render the contents of the box transparent. I purchased these items via eBay. I recollect paying a discounted price in order to be able to procure these figurines. Did these figurines warrant the discounted price? Do they merit the discounted price? Let's find out. I need to scrutinize their condition and see if they all arrived intact in one piece. I hope that they're not severed. Alrighty, I need to render an aperture in the box. I'm going to try to gingerly open the box so that I do not ravage the contents of the box amid this process. The box is arduous to open. I am feeble. I am dainty. I lack physical prowess. Nonetheless, I'm still going to make an earnest attempt to open the box. This is quite a feat. I've nearly decimated one flap of the box. Alrighty, the box has been opened. For the first time within my life, this is unprecedented. These are World of Simpsons action figures. We have a diorama for the figurines. This will be relegated to the floor. Here's another diorama. And of course, a base for a diorama. I guess these dioramas are supposed to represent environments in the Simpsons universe. I would make that arbitrary assumption. Here's a gate for the Springfield cemetery. Alrighty, so as you can clearly see, we have a myriad of Simpsons action figures in the box. I'm not well acclimated with the series. I watched episodes here and there over half a decade ago. I believe that this individual is a bus driver. I recollect that his name may be Otto or something akin to that. I'm not 100% sure. You can verify his name for yourself. We have the priest. We have the teacher of Lisa Simpson. She lacks any articulation in her feet. She lacks articulation in her finger joints. This is unequivocally disappointing, articulation-wise. We have Grandpa Simpson, Homer's father. We have Homer Simpson wielding a pie in conjunction with Fred Flanders' son. He just fell on the floor. I need to be careful. I did not want my action figures to succumb to becoming decimated. Of course, you cannot rotate his wrists. This Simpsons character is practically pre-posed. His articulation is extremely finite. I believe that these figurines were produced by Playmates Toys. They're relatively mediocre. Some people might deem them to be shoddy in comparison to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends action figures that offered unprecedented value for under $10. Here's Marge Simpson, the wife of Homer Simpson. I believe this is Scratchy from the Itchy and Scratchy series, which is a series within the Simpsons series. It's too bad that their wrists can't swivel. They cannot perform an ankle pivot. They were produced amid the early 2000s. Despite the advancements in technologies, it's disappointing that these action figures are relatively lackluster articulation-wise. That's one of my biggest gripes associated with these figurines. These figurines are primarily meant to be display pieces. We have the comic book guy. Bart and a mutated version of Bart. Do I like Bart's superhero attire? I think it's relatively mediocre. Are you a fan of insipid mediocrity? I certainly am not. This may be Chief Williams in disparate attire that he normally wears. Or it may be one of his relatives. Everyone in the world is technically related. At most, we're all 48's cousins. But maybe this is not the chief of police in another uniform. He's marred with a scratch on his forehead. He doesn't have beady little eyes. His eyes are bulging out. They're relatively large in scale with his forehead. Most action figures seemingly have small eyes. This is another set of Ned Flanders. This is the other twin. I believe they're twins. I would make the arbitrary assumption that they're twins. You can verify that for yourself. I believe that this individual is Snake. He may be malicious. Is he sadistic? I do not know. That is an enigma. He seems to have whiskers. He has a tattoo. Similarly to the other figurines, he lacks articulation in his knee joints or anywhere in his legs. We have Disco Stew, devoid of his accessories. Next we have Homer J. Simpson. Wearing business attire. We have an assortment of accessories for the various figurines. I believe this character is known by the moniker of Mole Man. You can verify that for yourself. His body is marred with scratches. It's relatively disappointing. Does it agitate me? Does it infuriate me? Of course it does. But there's nothing I can do to remedy the situation. It is what it is. I'm not going to buy another one. I don't have the disposable income to afford two. I couldn't even afford one without indebting myself. But the decision to buy these figurines asinine from a financial perspective it was. I recollect paying under $2 per figurine. We have a mother of Millhouse. We have the mother of Millhouse over here. I presume that she wore glasses. I guess she doesn't have any specs or spectacles. Nor does she have croquis. We have groundskeeper Willie. It must be agonizing, engaging in taxing manual labor. He has a rake. He can garner leaves, pummel his adversaries to death, and trounce them with his fists of fury. It's too bad that he can't fully clench his right fingers together to form another fist. Next we have Apu from the Quickie Mart. This may be the guitar for Disco Stew, I'm unsure. That's an enigma. We have the lawyer from the series. The top of his lip, either the paint chip or is painted green. It seems to be tainted with a green mark. That really agitates me. It's quite agonizing to brook this situation. Here's a doctor. I'm unsure if his name is Dr. Herbert or something. Who knows? We have a musician. We have a scientist from the series, Mo, and a hillbilly character. That's the majority of the box. I'm going to reconvene my unboxing of this World of Simpsons action figure lot in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for my subsequent video. That will entail me reconvening the unboxing of these figurines that I purchased via eBay. So I hope that you found the first part of this unboxing to be enthralling and insightful. I procured a plethora of figurines for under $65. Do they warrant the asking price? I believe so. I'm just relatively disappointed that they're marred with scratches and that they lack articulation in their legs. However, despite their flaws, they still have merit for under $2 per figure. So I'm not that agitated, but at the same time, these action figures could have been refined. Their sculpts are decent. They coincide well with an action figure collection. However, despite their novelties, they still can be vastly improved in a myriad of ways, far beyond one. So that's all I have to say for now. Stay tuned for the subsequent part of this unboxing.